Community Media Access Collaborative would like to thank Fashion Furniture for their support in helping us produce this program. It's because of our contributors and volunteers that CMAC is able to provide programming to the community.
Good evening and welcome to more CMAC TV Sports. And what a great pleasure it is to be here in Fresno City College gym to watch a basketball game between the men from Fresno City College and Merced College. And Chris Terrence here with Del Bayshore, the legendary Del Bayshore. You get bugged when people say the legendary?
Yeah, no, I'm just...
You're a legend in this
supporter.
valley. You are definitely a legend in this valley. You played for the Lakers and the Chicago Bulls and Milwaukee Bucks and one of my City League teams.
Yeah, that's the most important one right there.
It's great to be here. Now this game here is the last game of the season, in the league. So the playoffs are right around the corner. Obviously, the Rams are going to go to the playoffs with their tremendous record. They're third in the state, and Merced has had a rough year. But you got to keep going for this, right?
You do.
Got to stay tuned.
This is a warm-up for the playoffs. They want to have the kind of outing they had last Wednesday, where it was just a complete team game on both ends of the floor. Good effort by the Rams, and we expect that tonight because their vision is beyond this game. They've already wrapped up their 12th consecutive titles for league. So we're getting ready for the state run now.
All right, well, let's look at the starting lineups. For Merced is number 10, Renee Lampley. Number 11 is Yul Nakamura and Ricky Heidelbach. Number 20. Number 24 is Keyshawn Warren, and Chris Robertson is number 30. For the Rams, the starting lineup, the great outside shooter Jess Spivey. Fred Lavender, who is playing his second year here at City and has been a great team leader. Eric Pierce running the point tonight. Samir Gill, who had a great game last time, Del, with his three-point shooting. And, of course, number 31, Jared Small. So, and then, these are, like I say, two teams that are in their last throes of this season. And right now we're going to take a little break for a PSA, and we'll come back and talk more about the Fresno City College and the men from Merced College.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing.
I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
Hi, everybody. We are back, and once again, we're getting ready. We're about 2 minutes and 50 seconds away from the opening tip-off, and there's going to be some pre-game stuff tonight, Del, with the sophomores. Going to honor the sophomores at their last home game.
Yeah, there's 7 sophomores, some of which these guys have been here even 3 years. A few of them that redshirted and spent a lot of time here, and you've seen tremendous growth out of these young men, not just as basketball players, but what Coach Maddock is able to do with and help these individuals as just great, developmental human beings.
They are, and you won't find harder workers anywhere. Terry Duff, you are the man, no doubt about it. And Terry just said that he's famous and I'm not. I know that, but I'm a better basketball player. Wrong. Anyway, okay. This is.
Okay.
We're gonna show conference standings right now, and you'll see that obviously Merced has had a pretty rough year. They're playing the number 1 team in the conference and the number 3 team in the state, so this is going to be a tough job for them. But the Rams, they got to keep going, don't they? They got to keep at least keep the pace that they're used to.
Yeah, and just on behalf of Merced, it's been a rough year for them, but Coach Russell's been there a long time, and he does a great job with developing young men in his program. It's just a down year for them. But obviously Fresno City at the opposite end of the spectrum in league on top again as expected, and just revving their engines to get into the playoff run.
12 years in a row for Coach Maddock. Since he's been here, he's
pretty amazing
every year.
Pretty amazing, and he reloads every year, and he develops. That's why they're so successful. By the time these sophomores finished a second or third year, they're leaders. I mean, it's amazing what transformation happens with these kids in 2 years.
And they all go on to everybody goes and plays somewhere.
That's right.
And it's just great year after year after year. So great when they come back home too. It's really nice. But right now we're going to get ready for the national anthem, and we're I'm not sure if. Oh, Della, are you singing tonight? There's Anthony Crozier. How you doing, young fella? Referees are all smiles right now. So we're all set to go. Referees tonight, Quinn Crozier is back, Jeff Surratt's back, and so is Andy Jackson. But first, we're going to honor the sophomores, and there's not a heck of a lot of them this year. And there's Jeff Spivey right there, and his family is coming down out of the stands now, and they're going to stand at the court with Jeff and Coach Maddock.
Just out of Manteca, California.
Sierra High School up there was a big star up there, and he's a big star down here. And here's the family.
Really been shooting it well. Jess has really stepped up and playing well this last stretch of the season.
Always working hard in practice, as do all the Rams. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Coach Maddock. And, boy, these guys come and they go, and, you wish them all the best. You hate to see them go so often because they've acclimated themselves into the program, and they're having a blast. I mean, it's hard, but they're having a blast.
And like you referenced, they come back. They go on to play somewhere else, and they go on to do good things, but they all come back to this program too, and they revisit, and a number of former players have become assistant coaches.
Here's another guy I hate to see go. This is Zach Savage. And that guy... And that's... Zach is a guy who, to me, he doesn't score 40 points a game, but boy, is he a valuable player.
He's a blue-collar worker. He does the dirty work. He's a glue guy. You need those guys, and they all find their roles in this program.
Very nice. Very nice.
We're going to see a number of these sophomores, if not all of them, go on to continue to play basketball and probably get their education paid for.
So many have, over the years, so many players. Here comes Tyus Milholland, and boy, he's been fun to watch for the last 2 years. He's just been amazing. Great three-point shooter, total team player.
Exciting offensive player. He finds a lot of different ways to score, but he certainly is a great three-point shooter as well. His dad was a former Fresno Pacific University player.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
I did not know that. Yeah, they are the Milholland family. Tyus, hard to say where he's going to play next year, but you know he's going to play somewhere because there's a lot of math.
Yeah. Here's a young man that's had a rough stretch. Oh, excuse me, that's the sophomore that's coming out here. Yeah, here he is. Isaiah has had injuries, so he wasn't able to play this year, but he's going to play somewhere in the future. Hard worker, good defensive player.
And he has stayed all through practice for these 2 years. A tough break to get that kind of an injury.
Right.
But terrific young man, always friendly, always willing to work and do his thing. Yes, indeed. Well-spoken, charismatic. Eric Pierce, man, this guy's awesome. He's the point guard that you want to have on your team, no doubt about it.
One of the most athletically gifted Rams out there. He's long, he's quick, he's got good touch, really plays, the point two position, 1 and 2 positions. So, Eric's going to play somewhere for sure.
Great court sense and a magnificent shooter.
Second year, we talk about Tyus growing up, Eric's growing up. Eric's gotten tougher. Eric is a wonderful young man. Eric is somebody that I trust with my own kids. When it comes to babysitting, spending time, he's a wonderful young man, and we're very lucky to have him in our program. Thank you, Eric, and your family.
It's great to see the respect these families have for Coach Maddock because they know the amount of time he pours into the lives of these young men.
Here comes Fred Lavender, another one who's been a pleasure to watch for a couple of years, and he's going places too,
Oh yeah, and it's going to be interesting this year in the voting for All League of which Ram's going to probably end up as the most valuable player because they've had a very balanced production from multiple players this year, and Fred's one of the top guys here.
And of course, actually, that's how it's been for years.
Yeah, it has been.
Just team is the thing. Team is the deal.
Some years they have a little more dominant offensive player. This year it's been a pretty balanced role. And then there's a guy like Tommy Nuno. He's not always your top scorer, but you look at the minutes played, he's right up there amongst the top.
In everything.
Yeah.
Tommy is...
But Fred's another guy. Fred and Tommy were the two leading minutes played for the Rams this year.
I just wish that... I've thought this before. I just wish that Tommy Nuno knew who Dave DeBuscher was. Every time I tell him, he reminds me of Dave DeBuscher. He goes, "Who's Dave DeBuscher?" We laugh, but this is it. You're right. He does everything but put the air in the ball.
Yeah, well, Coach Coach called him out as the heart and soul of the Ram program. He's the team captain. And
represents our program. It's good, if not better, than anybody that's ever come here in my 12 years. You're not going to find anybody tougher. You're not going to find anybody more unselfish, selfless, and you're not going to find a bigger winner than Tommy Nuno. Please give a big hand to his mother, Barrett, and Tommy. Thank you.
That's high accolades by Coach Maddox. There's a lot of great Ram players that come through this program, but he holds high regard for Tommy's input to this program the last 2 years.
He's been fun to watch. He's been fun to watch.
All the sophomores, all the families, we get all the freshmen behind the picture, please. We're a family here in Fresno City. We're going to get a picture all together. Take a picture.
7 sophomores. You wonder from year to year how are they going to replace these kids. They're such great kids. They're good players.
Yeah.
But he does it.
But
it'll be these guys standing behind him, the freshmen, that'll fill those shoes next year.
Yeah.
Bring in a whole cast of new freshmen.
And Ed has a tremendous knack for seeing more than just what's going on right now with a player.
And the culture of the program really dictates which kids make it and which kids don't, because a lot of kids come to this school wanting to play for this program, but it's an elite, 12 to 15 kids that really cut the mustard and stay with the program.
Bill Russell, long-time legendary coach from Merced. He's always been patient with us. Seems like he's always here on sophomore night. We have a lot of respect for you, Coach Russell, and the team. Thank you. Let's have a great end of the season game. Let's make both teams play well. Thank you.
Okay.
That was a good job. Good job, Coach Maddox. And, boy.
Thank you, Coach.
The last time these two teams got together, Chris, the Rams put up 142 points. I'm sure we'll see quite a number of points. I'm not sure if we'll see that many, but it's all about the Rams just playing in good rhythm, playing consistently on both ends of the floor. They did a great job last game of taking care of the basketball, shooting a high percentage, a lot of assists in their offensive production. So expect to see the same tonight.
And you can't expect them to do anything else but what they do every single day. I mean, practice. Man, I need to get some rest just watching them. They work so hard.
They're going to come out after it, 40 minutes, full court pressure, defense. They did a great job last game of moving their feet, playing without fouling, high hands, getting a lot of tips and steals. So I'm sure Coach wants to continue that in the preparation for the playoffs right around the corner.
Here's righty Heidelbach out of Turlock. 24 is Kashawn Warren. He's from Lithonia, Georgia. And when he came up from Lithonia, Georgia, he brought Chris Roberson with him. They're both freshmen. And, of course, Bill Russell has been at Merced College probably since you were playing.
Yeah, he's been there a long time.
Starting at guard, number 2, Tommy Nuno.
Not a lot of size in a Merced team tonight, so you're going to see the Rams really push it inside, attack the glass. So, I'm sure they'll hit their share of threes again, but expect them to really work the low post and mid post in their offense.
But the Rams are used to running every day, and they're used to, full speed every day. So you can't take that off.
You can't. I think as an opponent, you have to really try to take care of the basketball, because if you turn it over against the Rams, that's, it's just something you don't overcome. And it'll be interesting to see if on offense the Merced team can control tempo by not turning the ball over, working the Rams defensively, make them stay on the defensive side of the ball. That's their only hope to stay anywhere close in this game.
Once again, Quinn Crozier, Jeff Surratt, and Andy Jackson are the referees. Jumping for the Rams is Savage, and for Merced, Chris Roberson.
Oh, good anticipation by Jeff.
Jeff Spivey. Well, that's one way to break the press. There's ball out on top to Ricky Heidelbach. Stop. High for the rebound is Savage. And boy, when he comes off there, he's down in his stance and he's just ready to go every time. There's Jeff Spivey. Rams up 5, and Spivey's got all of them.
Yep.
Tommy Nuno takes the first charge of the night. That's something he's done a little over 1,000 times.
Tommy doing what he does. He's just, he does the dirty work.
He's the guy that goes home with the dirty uniform. They're all like that, actually.
Yeah.
There's Tommy.
Back cut. Right idea. Looked like Tyus slipped a little there. Didn't quite catch up to that pass from Tommy. Here comes the press.
Deshaun Wilson. This is over to Nakamura. Nakamura all the way from Japan.
Got a good first step. Good quick little guard.
Foul was on number 21. Number 20, Ricky Heidelbeck. Spivey.
A little short.
That was a long three.
Yeah, it was. He's out there.
Nakamura, pretty good little ball handler there.
He's quick. He's got some quickness.
Oh, nice shot. That was Keyshawn Warren. Nuno driving the line. He's crowded and fouled by Ricky Heidelbeck. Heidelbeck's first team foul into the game.
Comes the first wave of Ram substitutes.
Jose De La Cruz in for Merced. The new Rams are Samir Gill, Eric Pierce. Georgie Dancer. He's been fun to watch this year, hasn't he?
He has.
He does a lot of stuff.
He's a good lead guard at good size. Uses his size offensively to get smaller guards down in the mid-post area and generate offense through his playmaking from that position.
That's Dancer with the ball right now.
Good left.
Drives beautiful. Boy, he just beautiful play by Georgie Dancer. Left-handed or right-handed?
Yep. Good finish. Using the glass, high off the glass, soft.
That was a nice play by Renee Lampley. Said to Dancer, nothing personal. But that's what you do when
he didn't have any choice. He had to save that ball, and he threw it off the rim, so he stays with the possession of Merced.
Ball knocked down by Small. True crowd.
Post up. Off the rim.
Mike Harris was looking for the lane to drive, but spotted Warren in the corner and couldn't quite get it to him. There's Georgie Dancer.
We've got a shot clock here. Didn't get started. They're going to reset it to 20, 27. Okay. Yeah, the Rams, you hope to see them move the ball. They really had great ball movement last game. And, this game, while they may be able to straight line drive and get to the basket easy, you want to continue to play within the scope of, what you're trying to do offensively and get that ball moving side to side.
Jonah
Good stroke by Jonah. He's picking up where he left off last game. He
was on fire last game. Him and Sumir were both.
He might have made 5 or 6 and only missed maybe 1.
And we're going to see our first replay of the evening. And that's going to be this is Jonah.
Steps into it. Nice stroke.
He's got a stroke like his dad.
Oh, yeah. His dad could shoot
Another great three-point shooter. Who was that timeout on? Who called time?
Coach Russell. Comes the full court press. Nice pull up.
Yeah, nice shot. Yuhai Nakamura. This is Nakamura all the way from Hiroshima, Japan. Oh, that's going to be backcourt.
Yeah. That's a little confusing. That's the difference between the red and black line, but it is the red line there at center court. Sometimes gets confusing to the players as well.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%, although that time he was way backcourt. He was almost down to the end of the horn there.
Yeah. Let's see, last time the Rams took a pretty quick 3. It was a good look by Jonah. He's been hot, but you really like to see him move the defense a little bit so they have better offensive rebounding opportunities. Here's the post up by Tommy. Good inside out.
Snyder banks it in.
Oh, I'm not sure if he called that one, but it's still counts.
I didn't hear it, but I had my headphones on.
Still counts.
12-4 our early score. Rams defense seems to be everywhere when they're cooking. Nakamura. Long 3.
There's Tommy.
Tyus Milhowen.
No shot. He's going to get the block call, so it'll be Ram ball out of bounds. See what they do here on their baseline out of bounds.
Nakamura's first personal. And here comes Cole Gaglio in for Chris Roberson.
Oh, a deep 3.
Spivey. Boom. Boy, I tell you, the net didn't move that much.
Nice finish.
Yeah, that was a good job there by Keyshawn Warren. Dribbling and found the lane. Sumir to the top of the key to Nuno. Nuno to Spivey. Spivey's hot. When he gets hot, he's on fire.
And I think he's way more confident at this stage of the season than he was early on shooting that 3. He's been very confident stepping into that 3-point ball. Called travel.
Traveling.
Nice to see Quinn Crozier. Quite a resume of his refereeing days.
All over the country?
Yeah, one of the top.
And he worked at Pacific PG&E at the time, and they let him go.
Good cut.
I mean, they didn't let him go, but they let him go on all these trips to Michigan State, Notre Dame, and all that. From the corner. 3 is off, taken by Pierce.
Good outlet.
Yeah, nice outlet down to Savage. This is Eric Pierce. Fred Lavender. Backdoor, beautiful. Nice backdoor pass by Lavender to Jared Small.
Good eye contact there. They knew what they were doing all the way. Fred gave him pretty good eye contact as if he was going to throw him the perimeter catch and backdoor for an easy layup.
Graham foul was on Sumir Gill. His first personal.
Samir's come a long way in 1 year. Early in the season, his role wasn't real well defined and he wasn't getting a lot of minutes, but he comes in and provides a lot of accurate and precise three-point shooting.
Yeah, he's a good shooter, man. He has been, he's had some big games. Whoops.
Turnover. Yeah, not the same talent we've seen in the Merced squad. A couple years ago, Coach Russell had quite a team. A little lacking in size this year. These kids are playing hard.
Well, I know there's been a lot of great players that came through Merced. Who was the fellow who went on to play for North Carolina? Charles Pittman? Fleet. And then you had, of course, the one and only Tyke Peacock. Do you remember him? Mm-hmm. He held the world record for the high jump.
High jump, yeah.
But he was an unbelievable basketball player. Played for Fresno State for a week. Didn't work out too well with Boyd. But whoa. Drew Cobb. Travel the call. Coach Bill Russell.
Two veterans going at it a little bit there, Anthony Crozier and Coach Russell. Coach wanted a call that he didn't get, but very respectfully letting Anthony know that. There's a post up.
Oh, boy. That was a quick move, wasn't it?
Strong. He's got great strength in the post there, Drew, and he's, you know, when he gets guards his size or smaller, they run him down into that low post area, and he's a handful down there because of his strength.
Drew Cobb's going to shoot a pair.
Got it. It's another area where I think the Rams have improved. It's hard to tell because it's a little tougher in tight games when they're close down the stretch. You know how well you can cash in from the free throw line, but it's a very important part of that game when you get to the state level because they're going to be close games and you got to step up to the foul line and make them in crucial situations. And Drew's one of those players that not well known for his shooting, but his ability to be strong, taking it to the hoop and getting fouled. He's got to continue to be able to knock those down in key situations for the Rams as they move forward. That was a little bit of a mistake there. They double-teamed the inbound player up above the ball, and they were able to throw it in and right back to an open out-of-bounds man.
That was Keeson Warren. Here's Tyus with his first three attempt of the evening.
Good look.
Nice shot. Good look by Reggie Ricks Jr. Out of Atwater, right up there by Merced.
This is one of those games that sometimes is a little frustrating for a coach because you want your team to be really sharp, but they can do things in a variety of ways that's not always the most efficient and still get by just because this Merced team is not as capable or talented this year. Just want to make sure their effort's there and their team play is there, unselfishness.
Tommy Nuno got a little piece of him. That's Tommy's first foul. That's going to put Keyshawn Warren's going to shoot a pair. And for the Rams, 5 new players. Pierce. David Rico's in the game as well. Jonah Brown once again. Zach Savage.
And Lavender. Fred's in there.
And Fred Lavender. This is Keyshawn Warren. He's from Lithonia, Georgia. And here comes Jonah. This is Lavender back out on top. Sumir Gill.
Good inside out. That was good ball movement. I mean, they moved the ball side to side, inside out, good look, but because they moved the defense, that just gives you more opportunity to get that offensive rebound.
Look at Zach.
Good pass.
Nice shot by Sumir Gill, but Zach Savage made a great pass on that. Got that back out to him.
That's something they did really well last game, getting inside out passing, which really allows the shooters to step into it and have a lot better rhythm and ultimately a better percentage.
I think that's going to be called on. Well, there it was. Nice shot, Renee Lampley.
Merced pushing it.
Jonah Brown, yeah, it looked like it. And at the other end.
Got an injury here at the other end.
Somebody's hurt.
Looks like he might have caught a elbow in the mouth. A little blood.
Cole Gaglio is in for the injured player, who was Ricky Heidelbach.
Ram trainer there working on him.
Corner.
I think they're going to call Zach with a push in the back.
That's going to be 2 on Zach.
$16 foul, so the next one, the Merced will be shooting. Penalty. Oh, nice left.
Oh, nice play. Chris Roberson. Fred Savage. Rico off the rim. And nice shot by Reggie Ricks Jr.
Oh, run here by Merced. Couple back to back.
Yeah, they were down by 18. Now they snuck back to 8. Oh! Fred Lavender fell hard.
Yeah, he jumped right back up.
Makes the first, and the sophomore out of Western Ranch High School in Stockton, will get another. Meanwhile, Georgia Dancer back in the game for the Rams.
Fred among the top 2 or 3 in the Rams as far as getting trips to the foul line. Knocks them both down.
Yeah, he's replaced by Jonah Brown.
Pull up.
Dancer high for the rebound. This is no harm. Georgie back out to Spivey.
Going to post up Tommy here. Going to get that call. I'll put the Rams to the line in the penalty.
Yes. Lampley figured that two points was better than 3.
Yeah, I mean, Tommy had a mismatch there. The guard line of the Merced team a little small, and Tommy went right to the post. Rams took advantage. Not able to cash in there, though.
That was a nice time down. That was a good job by Reggie Ricks to get the pass over to Roberson. Here's Spivey again.
Got it.
3 threes in a row.
About his 4th this half. 4 for 5.
Nice pass. Well, that was a nice pass by Warren. I believe it's going to put Roberson at the line.
But we didn't have to track fouls much last game. This game, the Rams got a few more fouls on them. So I'm sure Coach will pay attention to make sure no one gets more than 2 this first half.
Roberson makes the first of 2. And again, it's a 10-point game. And it's a 9-point game. From the Rams, Spivey once again. Spivey off of the pass from Georgie Dancer.
What do they got here? They got a foul the other way. Did they count the basket? They're going to call it on Georgie, but I'm not sure if they're going to count the basket or.
I think they are.
Okay.
So Spivey's got 4 or 5 threes.
Yeah.
This is Nakamura. He gets the first of 2. Nakamura, just a freshman. Rebound to Spivey.
Probably going to go to the post here. I thought Drew was going to slide into the post. Yeah, now they're going to push him down there, try to get it into him.
Jonah. Nuno underneath the Spivey. Beautiful pass, beautiful cross
Little
shot.
back screen on the weak side by Drew. Easy basket.
Ooh, there's a nice shot by Cole Gaglio.
A lot of spunk in this Merced team. They're out there competing. They'll call Nakamura in the post. It's going to send Georgie to the line.
There's that back door by Spivey.
Nice reverse right-hand layup.
Great pass by Tommy Nuno. He does everything, doesn't he?
Yeah. Ooh, in and out.
Boy.
Chris Roberson, that was a little, it slipped out of his hand, went off his own head. He had to have a little chuckle at himself. There's a post up to Tommy. Good left.
Oh, nice play by Tommy.
Pretty easy. Those smaller guards have got to really try to fight around a little more. If they let any of the Rams get them that deep in the low post area, it's pretty much an easy bucket. Jonah.
Boom. Jonah.
Boy, Jonah's much a lot like Jess. Jess had more playing time early in the season, but he just didn't have that confidence and rhythm. And Jonah wasn't playing quite the minutes he is now, but they both are shooting the ball with a lot of confidence.
Yeah,
in that three-point line.
And it couldn't be come at a better time as we're heading towards the big playoffs.
And it's an aspect of the game they need to have in place as they move into the playoff run, to be able to score inside with their post game, their attack of the rim, but also the inside out and knock down some threes. And, you know, they relied a lot on just Tyus as really their primary three-point shooter in the first part of the year. Now there's a number of Rams that are going to step in there and knock down shots from that three-point line.
Well, even Tommy Nuno hits a three. And,
Tommy's very selective. He knows his role. He knows, you know, the strength of his team. He's really a leader, kind of a point forward. And, you know, he doesn't take a lot of them, but if he does, he probably makes a good percentage because he's selective.
Well, you know, it's really something when you look down at the overall stats for the whole league. Tommy's up there in a lot of categories.
Oh, yeah.
He's all over the place.
I get the foul on Jess. That might be.
Is he going to call it on Tommy?
Is that Tommy? Two, it is Tommy. Yeah. Okay.
That's two on Tommy. Two on Tommy, two on Savage.
Okay.
Mike Harris out of Hampton, Virginia. I was stationed down there at one time near Hampton in Norfolk, Virginia. Makes them both.
There's a lot of fight in this Merced team. I mean, they've had a rough season, but they're out there competing.
Yeah.
Too much.
Jonah was more open than he thought he was, but he comes right back and gets the jump ball.
Yeah, I think he expected a physical challenge there, and all of a sudden he found himself
wide open
in space and just shot it too hard.
Great defense. Georgie, Tommy, back out to Spivey. Look how high Tommy Nuno gets off the ground.
Yeah, well, Merced's not a real big team, and they've got to do a better job of blocking off if they're going to compete on the boards. There's a three.
Nice shot there by Reggie Ricks.
Sometimes that is the great equalizer for a smaller team, the three ball. That's called offense, yeah.
Georgie.
Coach not real excited about what's transpiring right here because the Rams aren't real sharp at either end, but he kind of knows his team. He's going to let them play through it. Or he may use the greatest motivator of all, the bench, to pull guys out if they don't get it done.
Third on Tommy.
Tommy picked up his third?
Yeah.
Got a violation. No, maybe not. Yeah, they're calling it. Tommy steps in the lane. Still 2 shots.
Ricks. They get another. Cobb is going to take it. Yep, that's going to be a foul on the way.
Yeah, Merced only down 8 at this juncture. The last time they played, it was a 50-point halftime differential, so I'm sure Coach Maddox's going to get their attention at halftime.
Oh, I would think so. Oh.
Samir. Oh. Out of bounds. Turnover.
Stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, we've got to be careful here. They let Merced creep back in if they continue to foul. Got to move their feet, play good defense, get some transition baskets.
Nice shot by Mike Harris. Good drive by Jared Small, and Samir down to Lavender, and Lavender, beautiful shot, and he's fouled.
Nice quick outlet by Samir that really triggered that play and gave the advantage to Zach. Fred. And Fred was able to attack the rim, get the 3-point opportunity. Nope, Rams are just not knocking down the free throws here.
Here comes Drew Cobb. Samir to the hoop. Up and in. And the foul is on number 33, Cole Gaglio. And his second foul. And Samir will go to the line.
Nice finish by Samir. He had the defender on his hip. Was able to right hand off the glass. Opportunity for 3 here. Let's see if he can knock it down. Sense a little mental too relaxed play of the Rams tonight. I guess, I'm sure in their own mind they're looking down the road to the playoffs, but not as sharp on both ends of the floor as they were the other night. A lot of quick early shots, a lot of reaching, and not as efficient of a performance on either end tonight.
Might be down to Tyus. We haven't seen too much of Tyus in the first
taking
half.
a couple shots. We'll see if he doesn't get in the flow here a little bit.
Snyder. Tyus.
Good extra pass. Push it. Go high pick and roll with Tyus. See if he doesn't pull up here. Nope. Inside out to the big fella. Nope. Oh, good hustle by Tyus.
Tyus.
Yeah.
Always hustling.
Another possession. Jess tee it up again.
Boy, Jess.
Well, he's hitting the bottom of the net.
He is.
When he steps into it on rhythm, he's nails.
Not much movement on that net when the ball goes through. So
be
clearly.
careful here.
Here we go.
Deep. Good follow by
Nice. Eric Pierce.
What was it, 6 points a minute or two ago? Now we're at 20.
I think Tyus had a lot to do with that.
Well, they all did. I mean, they are getting out into transition now with this group.
Nice check by Savage. Dela Cruz and Keyshawn Warren back in for Merced.
Timeout. Coach called a timeout. Coach Maddox kind of rallied the troops. Hopefully, he can finish strong here in 2 minutes. But a good 2-minute run there by the Rams.
Yeah.
You sense they have the capability of doing that. You just don't like to see them get out there and not mentally be sharp, because their play at stretches of that first half where Merced crept within 6 is not the type of mental preparation they want for the playoffs. So I'm sure they'll talk about a lot of the things that they can improve on the second half, and I would expect that hopefully this 2 minutes they understand they better widen this lead a little bit, or they're going to feel the wrath of halftime, and expect the Rams to come back out that second half and kind of take care of business in the first 10 minutes.
That's a great summation, my friend.
Careful, Jess. Now he's going to get to the line. And Zach got him on the backside.
Yeah, I think Zach did too.
Yep. That might be his third, though, huh? Zach? I think so. Oh, that's only second on Zach? Okay. Did you take math in school, Chris? Didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Right.
You mean algebra? 7 times.
7 times. That's a good flare screen.
Oh,
good block.
Nice. Yes, that was a nice block.
Looks like he hurt his elbow. Yeah, he got a piece of that ball, but he sure hit that backboard hard. Might have tweaked his elbow there.
Injury stoppage.
Is that Robinson? Yeah,
Roberson.
Looks like he's a lefty too, and it's his left elbow. Yeah, he might have dislocated it from what someone's saying.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I'm too familiar with those. In college, my son dislocated his left elbow, in fact.
Oh, mercy.
Doesn't look like it's out right now, if he did dislocate it. Those can be
very painful injury.
Very painful injuries. No, it doesn't look like it's out, but he's in some pain. It's a deep three, got it. The big fella. Charles Snyder. Eric, follow up, got it. call the push.
Spivey, I think.
Boy, they've got, what is that on Jess? 2 on Jess, okay.
Keyshawn Warren gonna shoot 2. Been a very quiet crowd tonight.
Yeah, boy, quite a crowd for the women's game, though. That was a league decider where Fresno City knocked off the Merced women's team to knot it up at 3 ways for a share of the conference champion. Yeah, that'll be an interesting seeding. When they seed for the state, each of those teams went 1-1 against each other. So you've got COS, Merced, and Fresno City. How do you pick, a top team? So it's going to come down to strength of schedule. And I'm sure that someone's going to be unhappy about how they become seeded just in relation to the other 2 league opponents. Oh, good fake.
Oh, wow.
Nice little move.
Nice shot. Ooh. Clock winding down. 28 seconds remaining
They
in the
can
first
take
half.
the last shot if they choose to. Will they? Let's see. Sure, the Rams will try to pressure and cause a turnover or a quick shot. Give themselves another possession. Oh, they're going to attack.
Nakamura, very good ball handler and can deliver passes in traffic.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of his quickness, particularly when the Rams get switched up and he's got a forward. He's been able to penetrate and make some things happen.
And that is.
Score at the half, round 62.
Let's take a look at some of the replays for the first half, and then we'll get to halftime show. And here they come. This is Jess Spivey, and Spivey been hot.
Yeah, he's right on line.
Here he is
shot.
again. Yeah. That is not a replay. And here he is again, and that is not a replay. That's just Spivey has the hot hand tonight. Here he is again.
Just Spivey replay.
Boom! That seemed like it was very high, didn't it?
There's Tommy.
Tommy, that was a great play by Tommy.
Post. That kick out. Fred finished. There we go.
Fred Lavender. Well, I'll tell you what, it was a kind of a lackadaisical first half at times.
It was a large part of the middle stretch of that first half where the Rams just weren't sharp. They took quick shots. They didn't defend particularly well, and you could tell they were maybe a little mentally too relaxed. I'm sure Coach Maddock will have something to say for that.
Yeah, you have to believe when they come back in the second half, they'll be...
they finished strong enough the last 2 or 3 minutes to maybe dampen the blow at halftime, but with a 20-point lead. But they're easily a 30 to 40-point better team. So.
All right. Well, with a score of 62-42, the Rams up by 20. We're going to take a break, have a nice halftime show for you, and we will be back for the second half in about 15 minutes.
When you think of the phrase, A man of many talents. You know there is something special about that person. Chris Terrence, a true man of many talents, lives his life with a spirit with no downfall and a heart that sings like strings of a vintage Fender guitar. Born in Vestal, New York, Terrence grew up in a large family, strong in their Catholic faith and proud of their Irish heritage. At a young age, Terrence decided to represent the country and joined the U.S. Navy. He then once was a taxi driver until one day he picked up and moved across the country to the warmth of California. What brought him to California was a job as a guitar player for the Ahwahnee Lodge in Yosemite. But here is where the man of many talents comes into play. Terrence wasn't just a lover of music, he was also an athlete. Basketball was his main sport, but his knowledge for athletics is immense. Whether it be basketball, football, or music, Terrence always had a knack for being able to talk to people. He once said in an interview, "I can talk to anybody in the world about anything for 12 and a half minutes. Then I'm in trouble." And then his career in broadcasting launched. He started working on the famous miniseries called Fresno with the known Carol Burnett on the network KJEO CBS 47. But this was just the start. Terrence then launched his own shows in the 90s called On Tonight with Chris Terrence, Good Sports, and many others. His incredible talent to light up the room with his energy showed in these programs. Not only was he able to talk about the sports he loved, but also feature different artists and sometimes even play with them. His idol, Bob Dylan, sparked his passions for music to never end. Terrence is a true talent. He published several books, his most famous being Bob Mathias, Across the Fields of Gold. He is a writer, producer, sports guru, and a personality that brings warmth to the industry. He is a proud father and grandfather, a family man. He now commentates for Fresno City basketball. His life is packed with experience. He is a real-life vision of what it means to follow your dreams.
Weekends I'm away, writing songs.
Chris Terrence, a true Renaissance man.
I long to be back home with her right there where I belong.
I am advertising.
I am advertising.
I am advertising.
The focus on the major is in promoting goods and services for an identified sponsor. This would include both strategic planning, research, then of course preparing all the advertisements.
The key to success in this world is through teamwork. You need someone with ideas, you need someone to write, you need someone to implement those plans. And it just can't happen unless you have a team who is willing to work together. It's the biggest project that I've ever been a part of. I'm really proud to be a part of it.
Dr. Hasahina, she's my favorite professor. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's been working in advertising for years. She gave a ton of insight on it. I've had actually a couple advertising classes with her, so I don't know if I have a favorite, but I do know that she's my favorite professor. go-to person when I have any type of questions within the advertising field.
My favorite class is MCJ 143, Advertising Sales. Just working with companies in the local community is really fun, and also working for the award-winning Collegian is very beneficial. I like to see the results that the clients get back from us advertising.
We are advertising.
I mean, I got the lines, it's just I don't know what tone she's looking for. Is this supposed to be funny, scary, kind of dark? I don't know.
Just go with your gut. That's what actors do, right?
Yeah, but I want to be more than just an actor. One day, I'm going to be holding an Oscar in my hand.
And I'll be right up there with you.
Yeah, you laugh now, but just wait. Hey, do you remember that lady I told you about? The director who's directing that indie movie about the blind guy?
Yeah.
Well, she gave me an audition.
That's great. You're one step closer to getting that Oscar, Jimmy.
We're gonna be late for class. Hey, what's up, Amanda?
Hey, what's up with those goofy glasses?
You mean these awesome glasses?
Okay. Where'd you get them?
I just found them. I almost stepped on them when we were leaving class.
You mean you just found them on the ground and picked them up?
Yeah. So, they're cool.
Sure, maybe for a Halloween costume.
Anyways, have you seen Christy? We were supposed to meet up, but she just ran off somewhere.
No, I haven't. So, did you get that audition?
I did. It's tomorrow. They are supposed to have the audition somewhere here on campus.
That's convenient. Just do me a favor.
What?
Promise me you won't show up wearing those glasses.
I wonder if these are prescription. I can't see.
Told you shouldn't wear them. They probably belong to some old homeless guy.
Well, they belong to me now.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi.
The casting director.
Yes, I recognize your voice.
Nice to meet you. I see you're gonna be perfect for the role. You even brought your own pair of glasses. That's dedication.
Guys, the audition was fantastic.
That's great. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, she was super cool, super easy to talk to too.
You're one step closer to getting that Oscar, Jimmy. And now you can stop wearing those stupid glasses.
Amanda. Guys, where,
Jimmy, are you
guys,
okay?
Amanda, where are those glasses?
What's the matter? What's going on?
Guys, I can't see.
I still remember driving up and looking up at the mountains, and there was no green. There was no green. There's all these different childhood places that I grew up in, and they're never going to be the same. The trees are never going to go back for as long as I'm alive or my kids are alive or even my grandkids. Like, it's going to take centuries for them to grow back. Every time you see a tree that's still standing, it looks like it's alive, but it's brown, that's dead. I remember when I took my boyfriend up to the mountains one of the first times, and he was like, oh, it's okay, the trees will be green again in the wintertime, and I had to explain to him, like, no, that means they're dead, like, they're never coming back.
As of this fall, the Forest Service aerial.
Hi there again, everybody, and welcome back to Fresno City College. My name is Chris Terrence. I'm sitting here with the great Del Bayshore, the legendary Del Bayshore, the former NBA star. And by the way, how many Cadillacs did you buy when you were in the NBA?
I think I drove a VW. One of the bugs.
Well, what a thrill it must have been for you. I mean, come on.
Now, secret be told, I drove my car to Milwaukee for training camp my rookie year, and the first time I ever flew was to a preseason game. Never been in a plane before.
You're
that.
kidding. I
Yeah.
hope there wasn't any turbulence.
Marcus Johnson and a couple of the players, they kind of laughed. They couldn't believe it, but that was the first time I ever flew.
Wow. Well, and then you got used to that quick, because
Yeah.
that's all the NBA does. Most of them have their own plane now. But this has been an interesting game tonight in the sense that, well, Merced's doing the best they can. I mean, this is not a good year for them, and the Rams are looking to go to the playoff, and it's been kind of lackadaisical at times, but...
Yeah, it's one of those games where it's tough to coach as a coach. You know your team understands where they're at. They've won the league. They're prepping to go to state. And not getting maybe the quite mental kind of drill in you'd hope to get, but I would expect from halftime, we're going to see this next 10 minutes, an improved kind of concentration by the Rams and effort. Their effort's there. It's a tough game to play. I mean, they're going to win this game going away, but you want them to stay sharp, not get into any bad habits. Not that one game would change their habits. They're so drilled. But you don't want them to get injured as well. So they got to get out there and compete and play well, play sharp, try to be efficient, and just get this game behind them.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're going to do. You can, even right now, the way they walk out on the court, you can tell they're ready to play. And
it's kind of a nostalgic game for the sophomores. It's great to see all the families supportive of all these sophomores that have been here on sophomore night. So just see if they can't kick it up a notch and be a little sharper this half.
This is Tyus Milholland getting right to business, and he is fouled by Nakamura.
That was a little set play there. They did a complete clear out, pretty much flattened out the baseline on the inbounds play. It was pretty much Tyus's ball to take to the hole. So he'll go to the foul line. He's a very excellent free throw shooter.
Boy, he is. Watch this. Boom. He gets rid of the ball so quick. I think quicker than anybody I've seen.
Yeah, there's no hesitation on his part. He has it's his set rhythm when he bounces it. It's right up and into it. Good follow through.
And it's usually just like that. Nothing but net. The net hardly even moves.
There we go. There's the defense.
Savage a steal. Oh, that was great.
That came down the line. But that's the kind of effort I think we're going to see this first stages of the second half here. Good hustle.
Excellent.
Too many fouls on the part of the Rams in the first half. They were a little lackadaisical defensively. I think you can already see the intensity is a little different. Lefty. Good rebound, Zach.
Boy, they're really rushing them. Yeah, the defense is definitely stepped it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And this is Nuno.
I think they'll attack in the offense too as well. They're going to get, push the ball, get in the attack mode offensively.
Oh, goodness.
That was a good sell job by Nakamura. He was in good position. Tommy tried to bump him off a little bit, so it's one of those tough calls. Neither coach is going to be happy if it goes the other way.
But the bad news is that's his fourth foul. Nuno knows it's his fourth foul.
Yeah, he got out of the way there.
Nice play by Tyus Milholland. This is an all sophomore lineup right now, isn't it? Except for,
Good hands by Zach. Here comes a 2-on-1. Nice
Nice pass by Tyus. Zach.
And although the Rams scored 62 points the first half, they're really pushing the tempo this half already, both with their defense and now their offense.
Nuno. Maybe there was a little.
That should have been a no call.
Yeah.
I think Tommy thought so also.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Coach will let him play through it. Even if he has 3 or 4 fouls, he'll stay in there. He's smart enough to not pick up a needless one. But
yeah, well, just like he did it that last time down. He just
sometimes giving up a bucket's not going to hurt you. They're going to come right back at him the other way. So here's the press. Make the big guy handle it, which is good. Good contest. Got it.
Nice three.
It's his second three. He's got a nice stroke from out there.
Cole Gallio out of Hillmar, California. Spivey.
A little short.
Look at Zach. Three
Mr.
guys
Steady
got
on
up,
the boards.
and the one in the middle got the rebound.
You know, a part of rebounding is effort, and it's just tracking the ball, paying attention to the flight. And Zach does a great job on both ends of the floor, just as a rebounder. He understands his role.
Fred, beautiful pick, and kaboom! And all of a sudden, it's 72-47. And just what you said, Del, that's what's happening.
Good contest. The pace has picked up here this half, too.
Oh, man, that was...
Right idea.
Yeah.
Going to get a few new Rams in here pretty quick, but the efforts definitely picked up here, both mentally and physically for the Rams this half.
And here we go again. He's looking at Savage.
Nice play.
Nice look-away pass.
Ball level. Nice play.
Nice play. And they got all the way back. And
Coach Maddox called timeout, get a new wave in here.
Boy, we've had a lot of great plays right at the beginning here, and we're going to show you some of them right now. Rams have opened up 79-49. And that's the three. That was by Gallio.
Yeah, it's his second of the game. It's a 12,
Bill Russell.
12-9 start here to the second half, or 12-7 I should say, but definitely the pace is going to be in the favor of the Rams, because there's no way this Merced team with their depth and their size is going to be able to maintain this pace, and I'm sure the Rams are going to try to push this pace for the better part of this half and get a good workout in and defensively and kind of recover from that more of a lackluster kind of mental first half.
$74-49 with 16 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the contest, and
that's good ball movement, something we didn't see early in the game. Got the post up with Drew in there.
There's
Inside
Dancer
out.
on top.
Go back in. Good patience. Good extra pass.
Oh, nice defense there by.
Yeah, it's good triangle, working that triangle. But one thing, if it comes out that second time, I'd like to see him swing that ball, because then you move the defense to the other side of the floor, stretch him out a little bit more.
7 seconds, 5 seconds on the clock.
Deep three.
Whoa.
I call that on Drew. That was a good effort by Drew. He went past the offensive board.
He looked like he was about 6 feet off the ground on it. He was up in the air.
There we go.
Here's Drew again.
Inside out. Oh, nice penetration. Ooh, lefty got the whole way there. Yeah, he just didn't finish it.
Ball! By yourself, Mike.
Oh, it's a little short. Oh, nice tip.
Oh, nice tip in.
It's good to see Roberson back out there after that elbow tweak he had the first half. Looks like he's still in a little bit of discomfort.
Oh, here's the steal by Lavender.
Yeah, nice pick. Easy two.
Oh, good play. Good give and go. Oh, wait a minute. I think that might be a foul.
Yeah, kind of got his arm there, but.
That's on Mike Harris, I believe his third.
Looks like Justin was going to lay that up, but he didn't quite get the handle on it when the pass was shoveled into him.
Tyus to Spivey. Spivey inside to Zach Savage. And that is Ram basketball right there.
Ball level. Get to the ball level. Good hustle by Tyus.
Nuno the other way. Spivey, stop, pop.
Tee it up.
That looked good.
Nice extra pass. There it is.
Nice play by Tommy. Unselfish all the way around. A lot of passing on the Rams right now.
That would have been a shot I would have liked to see Tyus take, though. He's not open. He's such a good shooter. Lefty got it.
There's a nice shot by Heidelbach.
Nice pass.
Nice.
Oh, they're going to call it travel. I'm not sure he traveled because he didn't have control. If you don't have control, I don't know how you can call travel.
Boy, Zach got hammered on that play.
He did, but they called the travel before contact.
Yeah, I know.
Foul. I'm not sure who fouled him. Let's see the replay of that one.
Can we see the replay possibly on that one?
The thing I was looking at is when he released the shot, he grabbed the rim and snapped the rim. Zach didn't really elevate, so I didn't see the hand if the hand was on his lower back.
Couldn't that be an interference call?
It could be. It could be an offensive interference, but the refs had a better angle than we did, so maybe Zach did have that hand on the hip a little bit, which should be called if the guy's airborne and traveling through the air. Coach Russell instructing. He's been there doing that a long time, so he's not going to stop coaching and teaching these kids.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to have, that's the women's.
We're number 2 in the North. We should be 3 or 4 overall. So
well, we were 3.
We should be catching
last week, so I don't know why it would be that this week. And Boy, but there's so many good teams this year.
Yeah.
You know, Palomar is tearing it up, and San Francisco's
even the representation from this Central Valley League is going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, there was 4 top teams this year that all will probably have a shot at consideration for the postseason. So. They got it back to 20 here, so a little run by Merced. Let's see if the Rams can't get it going. They got it started with their defense.
Keep working, Ricky. Stay out.
Pierce over to Milholland.
Get through, Reggie. Watch it. Reggie, get through. Reggie.
Nice screen by Jess. And nice follow.
Oh, look at Lavender. I'm sorry, that was Pierce. Lavender gets the rebound, back up. Wow. Good hustle by the Rams.
Yeah, they come up empty, but they giving themselves a lot of extra opportunities there by hustle and keeping the ball alive. See if they can't get it started here defensively. Oh.
Spivey to Pierce.
On yourself, Reggie, on this now. You got to come back to him, Reggie.
Tyus inside to Fred Lavender. Nice play by Freddie.
Nice play.
That was a nice shot. Mike Harris from Hampton, Virginia. Fouls on Chris Roberson.
Roberson is first.
That's 3 on him.
Bounce.
Nice play. Nice play.
See if that doesn't get the Rams going here. They need to pick it up defensively. The 3 ball. Nope. Get it out. Go.
That was a great defensive time down for the Rams. All
Nice
5
play.
were moving.
Oh, he missed it. There's Fred. Nope. Nice hesitation by Tyus, just a little too strong. I called a foul.
It's going to be on Fred.
Red calling Lavender is third.
Comes a new wave. This is that little herky-jerky back dribble caught Fred off guard there and caused the contact and the foul. So coach up and a little more animated this half with the team, and certainly wants them to be a little sharper and get their minds ready for the next stage.
What do you think that'll be next Wednesday?
I talking to Coach Morgan before the game. He felt they would most likely get a bye, so that puts them in the Saturday first home game.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. That'll be either tomorrow or Monday, the seedings, but likely the Rams will catch a bye first round, which is Wednesday opener for men's brackets.
Playoffs are going to be interesting this year. There's a lot of good teams.
Yeah, you're going to have to be, on your game. There's a lot of teams that have the ability to beat some of the top teams, so the Rams are going to have to be ready to play, and be consistent through the playoff run. wasn't really there that time. You could hear Coach Russell calling out the anticipated play there, back cut, and the said defense was right there. There we go.
Small from the top of the key.
Yeah.
Big three.
Yeah, not a lot of threes by Small, but he lined that one up, knocked it in. There's a steal.
Jared Small again. This time takes it to the hole.
Nice little run there by Jared. 2 buckets, a steal. Close out, stay with it. There we go, push it up. Jonah.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be on Jared Small. I think it's his second.
Ref on Small, his second. Harrison live shooting two.
The Rams have that explosiveness where all of a sudden, there's Merced's kind of matching you point for point, and then
boom,
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
2 threes, a steal, 6 or 8 points before you know it. Coach Russell using all the resources he has available. He's only got 4 on his bench there, but they're continuing to play hard.
Hustle, Renee!
Zach Savage.
Back that! Hustle! Seconds, Rob. He's still in there, Rob.
Those are the things Zach does. He contested for that rebound, and it caused a bobble and a turnover, and all of a sudden, I didn't have a legitimate shot at getting the rebound, but he contested for it and caused that extra possession for the Rams.
Tommy Nuno, both ends of the court.
And a foul, push in the air. Boy, Zach's an epitome of the teachings of Coach Maddock because he's so fundamental. You just watch him rebound and catch and pivot and strong and low.
Yeah.
You just know Coach Maddock's over there smiling. There's a post up. Let's see what they call here today. Guess it was out. Right idea, just didn't deliver the backdoor drop off. Yeah, Tommy had to give that one up. He's playing with his, I think it's 4.
Nice play by Tyus Milholland. Gonna miss that guy.
Good job. Turnover. Let's see where they take that out. I don't think he touched it. Should go down on the baseline.
5 knew that unit worked real hard.
Yeah, that was a good little spurt there.
Lob, Reggie. Lob, Reggie. Lob, Reggie.
Good cut. No.
Eric Pence.
Probably the extra one-arm hang might have caused that tee. He kind of was twisting, though. I thought Anthony would let that one go.
So the technical will be shot by Jose De La Cruz. Jose is from Los Banos. He'll get another. And the ball.
Also, 4 cross.
Corner by Daniel. That's his third or fourth.
Third. He's in all of the three-point shots he's taken have been right on line. He lines it up when he's open. There we got a mismatch.
Get that ball inside to Snyder.
Yeah, he's got quite a size advantage there, so they pushed it inside.
Hey, find him now. Defense. Hey, find him now. Let's go. Out of bounds. Cruz is first. Open, Kassan, so you can see. Don't relax, don't relax.
Sure, small work for position and got it.
Jared's having a nice little half here. Put together 3 or 4 buckets. Some good defensive play. Shot, rebound. Good look.
Good outlet.
Go away, scramble, Kassan, scramble, scramble. Good job, Yuhei. Good job, Yuhei. Good job, Cole.
Oh, tough shot.
Yeah, that was very high off the glass.
Wax on you.
Ooh, nice pass by Small.
A little give and go. One of the old simple plays of basketball. Coach Russell's still battling for his team. He had a pretty good look at it. I don't know. He didn't agree with the call there on the out of bounds, side out of bounds.
Fred Lavender.
Oh, good rebound.
Oh, it's Zach Savage. There he is again.
We'll post up.
Stay, Coach. In. Have double. Push.
Oh, great defense by Milholland.
Tommy. It's not in his typical rhythm with the three-point shot. He hasn't been able to get that part of his game to get going yet, but he's done a nice job attacking and scoring in other ways.
There's Coach Ed Maddock, many-time Coach of the Year of the Central Valley Conference. So the brand new season starts tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the third stage. You always have that preseason tournament time, then you get into conference, and a typical third stage for the Rams is that state run. There's Nakamura. He's battling out there.
Only a freshman.
Yeah, they have a number of freshmen that remain on this kind of thin squad now, just 9 members, but
nice.
Bids well for next year with a number of these kids returning for the Merced team.
Wasn't that a great play by Pierce? He kind of like acted like he was going to pull the ball out and then
dumped it
drew
down.
the defensive out.
Space. The defender moved back with him, and easy one for Zach underneath. A little livelier half this time for this half for the Rams. They getting after it in spurts defensively and pushing the tempo more on offense.
They have scored over 100 points like 8 times this year.
A lot of times this year, yeah. They have
the high being
games.
142.
And I think part of that is the disparity between the top half of the league and the bottom half of the league. Because there's been some teams down at the bottom half that just haven't been as competitive, but the top 4 have really been competitive, and those games typically haven't been in the 100 range. They've been the 80-point battles. But Rams can put up some points in a hurry, especially with this improved 3-point shooting.
Is it stacked up so some of the teams will go in the Northern Division and 1 or 2 would go in the South?
No, I think everybody in the North is in the North. I think it'll depend on how they stack teams, both on the women's and men's sides, in the opposite halves of the Northern bracket, so that you won't typically see like
too many.
Yeah, you won't see all 3 women's teams that are 8-2 in conference be in the same half of the North.
Right.
And it's likely, depending on if 3 or 4 of the men's teams get in, they won't be stacked on the same side.
And the championship is down in Ventura this year, so.
Okay.
Zach.
There's Zach. He's got to have a dozen rebounds already.
Flies through the air with the greatest of ease.
Oh, he missed him. Oh, yes. I was going to say they missed
nice
him.
Pass.
Missed him the first time, found him the second.
Milholland strong enough to make a pass like that.
Yeah, Tyus has had a nice assist half. Up. Nice finish. That's good. Good pursuit by Tyus, but you'd like to see one of the other Rams in the help side step in there.
Rams hold the ball at his first. Harrison Long.
And that's typically on defense where you get that charge call, because you get alert help side defense and you get someone chasing, pursuing the dribbler, and they're concerned with the pursuit, and then all of a sudden you have a teammate that steps over there and draws that charge. That time, though, the Rams didn't take advantage.
Oh, nice. Oh. He made a great pass attempt.
Good transition by Merced.
Merced not giving up?
Nah, they're still battling. At this point, this is one of those games you want to just keep playing hard, get it over with, get into the locker room without any injuries.
Snyder high for the board.
Good extra pass. Samir will go to the line for 2.
Hilton line shooting 2.
And the young man from Delano, Liberty High School, will shoot one more.
In and out. Jared was in there, almost got down, got a hand on it. See the ball.
There's Jared Small.
Nice job. Nice jump hook, using the glass.
David Rico.
Nice.
Here's to Rico.
Nice job by Eric. Threw the defender to himself. Wing pass. Eric kind of occupied the defender in front of him. Simple pass to the wing. David knocks it down.
Just like they did in practice. A little over 7,000 times.
Yeah. I think we're going to have a chance to get the sophomores over here on the post game.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
So they'll have a few more home games, at least one. But as they advance, likely a second home game in the playoff, state playoffs.
Seven of them.
And I think this sophomore group will remember all too well. Last year was kind of an earlier exit than they anticipated, so they will take nothing for granted. And I'm sure they'll be ready for that first home playoff game. Uh-oh, back cut.
Winding down under 3 minutes now. Oh, nice pass. Silver Gill to Jared Small.
Yeah, Jared might be the player of the half. He's had 10 or 12 nice buck points, opportunities. The back cut. Post up.
Little jump hook.
Jump hook.
Nice shot.
That's a move that'll make Coach Maddock proud. He loves to teach those inside post up jump hooks. He's a master out of it himself as a player. Oh. Should be a jump ball. It's going to be Merced ball.
That's a way to pay attention. Silver Gill. This is David Rico.
Nice move. Jared's going to get himself to the line. A better half by the Rams. You know, we expected that after, you know, not such a sharp first half, but they've had their spurts here the second half. A lot better effort defensively. Nice pass.
Nice block. Well, he got him with the body, maybe.
Yeah, wrong hand. It has a big size advantage there. You'd like to see the young man go up and try to block that shot chest to chest with the left hand.
Yeah.
Because as a right-handed player attacking you, when you reach with your right hand to block a right-hander shot, you're reaching across your own body. That's where the foul occurs. The shoulder as you kind of rotate. I think if he would have used his left hand, he might have got a piece of it and cleanly came up with the block. That's hard to teach guys, though. You're a right-hand player. You reach to shoot all the time. So often as a player, you try to reach with your strong hand. And often defensively, you want to mirror whatever side of the body the shot's being attempted from and reach with that hand. I remember that being taught by Coach Nelson, Coach Sloan. They were, Coach Sloan especially, a defensive prowess in his own right as an NBA player.
Coach Sloan, he was tough. Jerry Sloan? Oh,
yeah, he
man,
was,
as a player,
he was a competitor.
Tough. Number 4.
Yep.
Great guy, too. I interviewed him a couple of times, and he was great.
Yeah, call foul. Yep. That'll send Merced to the line.
Red foul, small, third.
You know, it's amazing how simple the game really is, even at the highest levels. You know, I've heard Coach Russell here imploring, you know, a college player, see the ball, see the ball. You know, and it's so important defensively to see the ball. You know, just little things that make good athletes, you know, better players. And you know, it didn't surprise me, but at the professional level, even just simple fundamentals, you know, learning how to, you know, reach and block with the correct hand, or doing simple things that you would think would be taught at lower levels, but have to be reminded constantly. Jack, Jared's feeling it. This is definitely the player of the half.
The team all stood up.
Yeah.
Standing ovation.
He's laughing now, going down on defense. He's got a smile on his face. They're going to look for him again, I think. They're going to give him the ball. Yeah.
What the heck? Bring him out again.
Yeah. Got a little isolation here, I think. Oh, got his feet tangled up there. See.
18 seconds.
Yeah, I guess the clock is supposed to stop after every basket in the last 2 minutes. So. Kind of a formality here as the Rams dribble out the time. Good shot of the team.
Well, there's your final score, 119-86, and wow, what a great job by the Rams. And now it's off to the playoffs.
Yeah, another conference title in their pocket, so it's time to get ready for the state run.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back right after this.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born, and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
So hard for this, man. We can't wait. We're just excited. I got my brothers right here. We've been through this. Last year didn't go so well, so this year we're ready, man. We're ready.
So we see the families come out on your phone down south and what we should do. What you have about 9 days?
I don't know, something like that.
It'll keep track. Dave the Pusher, you're the best. Angry Fisherman, everything. Hey, let me ask you guys, do any of you guys know who Dave the Pusher is? He look like him? Look it up. I'm gonna look it up. But more important, plays this game. Great defensive player, great shooter. Mr. Pierce, you had a great game, you had a great season.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thanks to Coach Maddock, man. He's on us every day, so we gotta go out and prove it. Thank my teammates and my family. Thank you. Thank everyone.
You know, you guys have been here a couple of years, and it's been great having you. And where are you going next? You know?
Not sure. I'm not worried about it right now. I'm just worried about
get this ring. Get this ring. That's the only thing on my mind right now.
Ring season.
Turn it off.
Okay, but so on to the playoffs.
On to the playoffs. We're going to turn the heat up on Monday. Get a really good practice in. Probably go 2 days, watch film or something like that down mentally.
Yeah.
Do that for a week. Grind it out, and not go out in the first round again. Start at home.
Practice coming up this week. We got 2 days off coming up, and then right back at it. Go up to the level. That's what comes out. Go home. We go home, so we're ready. It's a brotherhood for sure. Coach is crazy, so you gotta prove it every day.
No days off. You're here to compete.
No days off.
Practice is no days off. That's great. No easy days. It's crazy. Adversity every day. Well, we wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you. Awesome bunch of this. Rams on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rams! Thank you for being with us. Hey, Fred, thank you for being with us, everybody. And we'll send it back to the studio. Del Bayshore.
chair.
Jared Small, that was a big one.
Yeah.
And there you see the Rams, and this is a very happy gym right now.
Oh, it is. It's great to see these sophomores in their final game.
And they were saying that they're getting ready for the
Yep.
postseason, and a great postseason it's going to be. We want to thank CMAC for all this coverage of Fresno City College basketball. It's been great.
Yeah,
Del,
thank you,
are
Chris.
awesome, man.
Hey, it's fun.
And,
it's always fun.
Yeah, we'll see you again next year. And in the meantime, have a great year and cheer for the Rams, as now it's just starting as they're going up to the state playoffs, and they're going to have some really terrific games.
Yep. Looking forward
right.
to it.
Go Rams. Thank you.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. This is disgusting. Oh.